Well, I'm gonna head up to the building for a second or two, few minutes. Kind of seeing how things got flooded here. It poured down rain a couple times today, but the sun has popped out this afternoon, and let me throw my seatbelt on because if not, we'll hear it dinging. I always forget about doing that when I'm going up to the shop. But just so as not to be annoyed by it, figured I'd buckle up. I've got a couple of purchases that I've got coming, and I got a couple things on some tool hauls I'm gonna be reviewing in the next few weeks. But one thing I want to show you today when I get up to the shop is we've actually done some remodeling up at the shop. I don't know if I've said much about it. I think I may have said a little bit about it on some of the live casts. I can't remember. I've taken some metal that I already had. I had some of this square tubing, this galvanized square tubing. I bought this at the scrap metal, actually. A guy that used to work for me saw it. He said, "Hey, they got a bundle of that down there, and I think you can get it at a good price." Now, I bought this several years ago in anticipation that I might use it or might need it. Well, I've already used some of it over at the Napa store. We added on to the side of the building, and I was able to save some money because I didn't have to buy the square tubing that the metal place had, and was able to use that instead. Oh, let's see if I got the right key. Got the right one? Nope, wrong key. Wrong key. All right. All right, is this the right key? Yes, right key, right key. All right, let me flip some lights on in here. Oh, flip the one on. Now, for one thing, we've remodeled some of the shelving right here, and we're working on, well, let me go around this way. We're kind of redoing the shop just a little bit here, clean it up so it'll be a good, easy way for Jim and Larry. But I've got of course I got a mess on my hands here, but here's some of the area that I have up here. Whoops, what's going on? Things getting knocked around here a little bit, I guess. Anyway, we're cleaning out here and moving some things, trying to put up a few little electrical boxes. But I'm building a room out of this square tubing. And the reason I'm doing it, it's cheaper for me than going out and buying studs. With 2x4 studs going at about $8 and a half. I already had this square tubing, which was 2x3, I believe it was. But it was close enough to the size of a 2x4 that we have got a real stout wall right now. I closed in. This used to be just open. This used to be open coming from the shop over here to what was my parts room. And I've got me a room now that's, I think it's 11.5 by 8.5. That's what we've measured out. It's just a good enough room. It's nice enough for a little room that I can do some video editing. And I've got my high-speed access up here is the reason I'm doing this. So I want to be able to get in here and do do the editing and a few other things when I'm up here. Of course, some of it I'm gonna do at home. I've got computers at home too, but I can take this and utilize this a lot better. Now the access speed, the internet speed is just phenomenal. I bought a little extra speed up here so I can upload videos real quick. But this is what I decided to do, is go ahead and utilize this, and the space is coming out really good. Now we're going to put the right lighting in here and everything, and I'm going to put some insulation, some soundproofing, not insulation, some soundproofing on the wall. I was able to utilize, here's an old door that I had at my house. We'll paint it up here. But that's just an old glass door. It was actually a double glass door at the house, and we just took it and just remodified it for this, and it seems to be working just fine. It'll be sufficient for this, nothing fancy. If I want to change it out, I can change it out later, but all we're interested in is, securing this room a little bit and having something that I can utilize. Now we're going to take a lot of this inventory out. I've got a lot of this that I don't need to keep in here, so we're going to move this out. And all I really need to do is cover the inside, not the outside, because it really won't matter for in here. So we can kind of keep it rough. We can kind of keep it rough looking on the outside here, because this is the shop. It doesn't have to be fancy. But the inside of it, I'm gonna, like I said, soundproof it, insulate it, whatever. Kind of make it a room that I can utilize, and put a couple more desks. I have several of these desks like that I bought at auction, so I can move them around, put the wiring in here that I need and everything, and just make it a neat little outfit. But as it stands right now, it's rough, but it'll be good. It'll be good before long. All we have to do is we're just using what I've got, and I think we figured it out. We would have had 36 counting the headers and the footers, everything. We would have had about 36 or 38 studs. So at $8.50 a stud, and not even the best studs now. This little room here is stout now. It ain't moving an inch, and it won't ever warp either. You take some of these studs that you'd be buying, in a few years or a few months, they may warp a little bit. But that metal is not going to warp. So I'm very happy with that. So we'll take that, put some interior to it, be done with it. So I thought I'd give you a little update of that and let you see what we have. Let me cut the light back off. Let me sneak through the wall. Let me sneak through the wall here, and that way I'll get out of Jim and Larry's hair a little bit. But that was an idea I had, and we moved this shelving out here so they can take some more of this shelving and go up the wall and utilize that without having to have that open space. And I'm just taking a small section of it, and actually improving the shop, I think. But as you can see, that's what we've got. Thought I'd give you an update to that, and I'll have some more tool hauls and other things that we'll talk about later. And the other thing is I trimmed back my hair. I hope everybody likes it. I decided to get a summer haircut or a spring haircut, and just kind of trim my hair back a little bit. My niece is a hairdresser, and my wife and I both go up there and get our hair cut there. So I just decided to go ahead and trim it back a little bit. Have a little short haircut for a while. Make me look thinner, doesn't it, guys? Okay. Well, that's the tour, and I'll see you around, guys.